Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. We are here at the annual Martensville A&W 100 Street Stock Event car show. There's a lot of good cars out here. Ryan is here with the detailing van because he is a main event sponsor for today's race, which we'll get some footage of later. So the Street Stock Invitational is an event where they open invitation to other tracks and communities for them to bring their cars out to Saskatoon's track. You get a large field of street stocks out there. These guys like to crash and bash it out, like they're aggressive drivers. And you get old Camaros, Firebirds, all sorts of good stuff going around the oval track, and it's a 100-lap event. So it's very competitive racing. There's a few guys that come out of the woodworks for it that are really fast, got some special cars, so we're gonna attend that later. But for the morning so far, we just pulled up to the car show. We got the 350Z here. It's still very untouched since Miles of Mayhem, but it's looking good. It looks bunk with the rear fitment, but that's okay. Stretchy boy stuff. And Ryan's getting this thing all shined up because he's gonna be actually doing a parade around the track for the victory lap for the event sponsors.
With the wrong decals.
Well, not technically. I mean, you're mobile detailing.
It's just not accurate advertising.
Here, let me just help you polish.
Give her, it's funny. There you go. There, actually.
Nice.
Dang, I should hire you to do the whole thing. That looks pretty good.
New wax pad, hey? Wax on this side, wax off this side. We're gonna go walk around, check out a few sweet cars, see what we got here. You guys know how much I love classics. You see a lot of the 350Z stuff, but this is Tanner at home in certain ways at a classic car show. GT350 Mustang. This is actually my friend Jesse Mantler's car. It's a wonderful car. He's had this thing since high school and he's just been perfecting it as time goes on. And looks like he changed the wheel and tire setup and it looks really good. One thing I'm really a sucker for is these old Fords. So if you've seen in the background, we've got a 24 Ford Model T in the shop, and this appears to be of the same era. If I had to guess, this one would have electric start as well. It does. So that little button on the floor right there is an electric start. You got spark advance, throttle, 2-speed trans, right down to the wooden wheels. Gorgeous resto. This car is a little bit mistaken on the outside because it looks rough, but it's very nicely done. Right down to, this thing's got air conditioning, to clean hose entry into the firewall. This would be I suck at Fords. Cyclone, something along the lines. The GT. I'm familiar with some of the engines. The 390s were performance motors. There's some good stuff kicking around here. Just nice cars rolling by. People just enjoying the day. It's a beautiful day out here. It's fall. The cold weather's coming, unfortunately, but a few last chances to take your nice cars out. Come on out here and just see what's going on. So there's going to be a 100-lap race later, and it's with the street stock class that I was telling you guys about earlier, but there is also other classes running tonight. That's an original Survivor 66 Chevelle. We've got a couple of Chevelles up in a row here, actually. Nice. So let's go take a peek at some of the race cars. So we are here in one of the event sponsored parking lots, Lakeview Insurance. These guys actually sponsored me when I raced race cars. So this is the super late model class. This is all, I believe, very similar to a cast car setup. For my viewers in the United States, this would be, look at that. So these guys will run a bump stop suspension setup, which means in cornering, when they launch into a corner, their suspension will actually stay stuck down mid-corner, and then when they get back on the gas and then they lift out of the corner, the suspension will rise with the car. It's called bump stop technology, but I believe that this thing is sitting on the stops right now, but I'm no expert. I don't know everything about these cars, but it's a sweet looking car. It's got a nice little car hauler up top here. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, we're gonna see some cars go around the track later and catch some good action. This Blazer caught my eye earlier, and for special reason. It is absolutely astounding. I love the livery on this truck. It's so good, so original. Sweet. K5 Blazer. That's a beauty right there. 454, nicely done. Gotta stop and check out a Nova because I have a Nova. This one's special because it's got a 427 in it. Something I wish I had was a 427, but beside it is this beautiful 55 Chevy. Now, for anybody that's seen American Graffiti, you might be biased towards 55 Chevys and why you like them. I'm in that boat because I saw American Graffiti when I was somewhat young and I fell in love with the 55 Chevy. That black, mean 55 rolling around town looking for John Milner, looking for a race, and this thing just naturally breathes racing. It's sweet. It's got some big Mickeys on the back. We've got some beautiful Mustangs all up in a nice row here. Let's check these out. It's a Mach 1. I don't know the years on Mustangs, so you'll have to pardon my ignorance there. Beg my pardon my ignorance, but this is a Cobra Jet car. Wow. So I don't know exactly the finesse details on Cobra Jets, but I know that there was the 429, the 427. That's kind of the gist that I know. I don't know which one this car is. Could certainly look on here and find out, but it would take me a few minutes. 428. It's a 428 Cobra Jet. Cool. The one in the middle that I missed, I guess. And another Nova. Big block 427 car. This is kind of a Ratfink-esque Nova in some ways. Like, this was just an aesthetic on its own, but some guys took it a step further because they were really enthused with Ratfink. But this would be like a, you know, Pro Street Nova. 275 in the back probably, which is what I would like to squeeze into my Nova. I would like to get a 275 in there. We're gonna have to do a shock relocate and a few other small things, but suspension is to come with that car. And my Dave brain just can't help but see a nice Pro Charger. And an SN, I don't know exactly what this is. Nico's really good with these SN 95s and 4s and all that stuff, so if you can refresh my memory in the comments, tell me if that's an SN95 or whatever that is. Thank you. See anything you like here specifically?
Specifically?
I have one of these in the back garage.
This Honda is where it's
Mine's orange though. Yeah. These are rare.
They're pretty rare.
That's cool.
They're even more rare on two wheels.
So me and Ryan managed to stumble upon a beautiful Camaro RS and a Beaumont. So for the American people watching this channel, I'm sure you're probably still aware, but the Beaumont was the Canadian Chevelle. It's Pontiac. They had the Acadian, which was the Canadian version of the Nova, but end of story. Like, both beautiful Pro Touring style cars, still running carbed small blocks. That's a 350 car. This is a 383 car. Badge is a 383. Fair enough.
Look at the panel gaps here. Like, this has obviously been redone, and like so much care was put into this. That's even and straight all the way front.
I like it.
Check out the flake in here though.
Oh yes, wow. Okay, we'll see if we can pick that up on the GoPro. I don't know if we're gonna be able to, but oh yeah, just kind of right there. Beautiful.
Incredible paintwork.
That's amazing.
That is
two Pro Touring style cars with still stock gauges, very relatively. That steering wheel actually looks really comfortable.
Yeah.
Steering wheel choice is always a very interesting one, because even just as like modern JDM cars, we choose different steering wheels. It's just as crucial with these cars.
Because you want something that has a nice look to it, but also is drivable and has a good feel in your hand. I mean, that's you're touching that 100% of the time you're in the car. You want it to be something that is functional and you appreciate it, and I mean, we all want it to look good.
Exactly. And plus, if you have good grip on a steering wheel, you won't blow your hand off and get it stuck in a roll cage like me. Oh, you're so cute. So we have the Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit. Smokey's interested in the Bandit. If you watch Nico's YouTube channel, you'll know that he's in the midst of doing coilovers on his 280. He came to the car show. He wasn't able to get the fronts done, but he showed up with the back coilovers on. So now we call it the Toot 80 because it is tooted. Like, I think even I could measure the toot on this with my cast.
I don't even think you'll be able to fit your hand in there. Put it right on the hood.
Yeah. Put it right on the hood. There we go.
Wait, can you write with your...
I'll write with my left hand. G-R.
Thank you so much.
All right, so after a quick little autograph session, back in the Z, gonna head back to home base for a bit. We've got a few hours before this evening's races, so we're gonna go home, catch a little bit of couch time, relax up a bit because we got a big evening ahead of us with the van. Ryan being main event sponsor, he has venue parking and promoting the whole business dynamics. Probably get the Z up in the venue as well, so. All right, well, I have made it to the racetrack. 350Z is up on the venue with the detailing van. Nico's got his 280 up here. So we're just getting all set up. Ryan's got his whole display all dialed, showing off the detailing van, telling people about his services.
Have got points on the line here tonight as well with Tanner Iman and Grayson Jewell battling for the top spot, and Charlie Carrier.
We're gonna go catch some racing and
just to give you an update,
see what kind of action. There's about 30 street stock cars that have entered the class today, and that's a very full field for this track, especially considering they're street stocks. Those cars can tend to be a little bit more sloppy than you know, like a field of super late models, more precision cars. So it's going to be a very interesting race. There's going to be some crunched fenders, some ripped off bumpers, potentially some totaled cars and some hurt feelings. So it's going to be a good race day. Racing is just getting underway. We have an entire field of close to 30 street stock cars, and this is the green flag drop. There could be carnage here. Got crunched bad. Wow. And then this car, well, the front end's done and the back end's done. Holy cow. The race has finished. It's like midnight. I adjusted the 350Z's venue parking to somewhere with better lighting. That was a good night, guys.
It was a good night.
Dap me out.
We will open up the pits momentarily once we move.
Hey, yo, Nico, dap me out.
Dap.
Just wait.
Hey, do you need help?
Ryan, what can I get for like $2, $4, $6, $8, $9?
You get
A beer in Vancouver.
Let's go!
We'll see you guys at home. So, well, it was a good night. It was a long day. The boys are all posted up. Nico's on the couch playing video games. It was a good day. The races were awesome. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. But I'm tired and I'm ready to see what tomorrow brings. So in that sense, remember guys, sky's the limit. You take things wherever you want to go. Sky's the limit, Coops. You'll find a French fry sooner or later. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Adios.